Tips on after your career and what you can be doing now, all about when it comes to retirement. Joining us this morning is Hancock Bank Vice President and Commercial Banker Ben Graybar. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Ben, there is just so much to even begin with. Right now, a lot of question on people's minds. We're seeing the stock market can be here, there, and everywhere. People are getting worried. Maybe they have investments in the stock market, maybe their retirement or a lot of savings, tied up in that. So a lot of people might think, I'm going to pull it out now to save my money. That could end up hurting you in the long run, maybe not helping you.
Oh, you're absolutely right. There are different kinds of investments that you can be in, and if you have something that's in your, for example, your employer's plan, and you say, oh, the market went down, so I'm going to pull out of it and reallocate everything. What you've probably done is waited to the end of the day, waited till it all bottomed out, and then pulled your money out. And then if you say, oh, the market's corrected like it did yesterday, and then you put it back in, well, you've missed the correction.
Right.
So most of the time it's best to kind of sit on the sidelines on here. Take a look at rebalancing your allocations maybe, but not pulling it all the way out of the market.
This can be something that can be so challenging because it can be a gamble. It can be a game, a risk. So that's where saving now, saving when you're younger, using anything, any potential employer matches, any other investments early on can really help you in the long run. What should we be doing?
Well, first things first, if you have an employer that's going to match contributions that you make sure you're maxing out at a bare minimum what they're going to match, because that's an automatic gain for you. Second thing is, if you are self-employed, if you own your own business, you got to begin with the end in mind, have an exit strategy. So have an idea of what your game plan is going to be. Do you want to sell your business at some point, pass it on to your heirs? But you got to go about this with a plan.
So many people think 65, that golden age, but things are changing now. It might not be the time for retirement. So as you're maybe approaching that age, what do you need to do instead of saying, oh, tomorrow's my 65th birthday, I'm done? Well,
that's a great question. Right now, with regard to things like Social Security, it's a little bit easier to have an idea of what your plan could be. For the younger people out there, I expect that they're going to shift the age where you can actually draw down full Social Security. But the first thing that I would do, if you haven't done it, is take a look at where you stand. What exactly is your position and everything? And if you haven't sat down with an investment advisor, understand that the advisors have different focuses. Some people focus on the insurance aspect, some people on mutual funds, some people stocks and bonds, some people are sort of generalists. It's great to have a full plan, an idea of where you stand, so you can get an idea of if you're on track to where you want to be.
And people might be thinking, oh, I don't make enough money at my current job. Maybe I'm going to start that with my next job. When I get a raise, when I get a bump up in that salary that I take home each week, do you say no, still try to match if you can, try to get that investment if you can now?
Well, that's a great point you bring up. If you have an opportunity to get a bonus or a raise, one of the great things you can do is pretend that you didn't and try to take every dollar that's extra and put that aside in savings so that you're more prepared for retirement.
A good little tip there. You also quickly mentioned something to me about reverse mortgages in the break. What is your advice on those?
If you're getting real close to retirement, and especially if your home has equity in it, doesn't have to be free and clear, but mostly paid down. A lot of people are looking at your home to make the house payments stop or to actually become an income source for you where you can get a monthly check. This is a government-insured program. We don't know how long it'll be there for the younger people out there, but for now, that program is available.
Ben, so much to talk about here, so we appreciate getting to pick your brain a little bit, get some of your tips and advice, and it's all going to be posted online for you at WTXL.TV, so you can watch it again, take some notes, and really start saving now. I think that's the big takeaway from this.
If nothing else, make sure you're maxing out what you can save now.
Ben, thank you so much. We certainly appreciate you being here early this morning. Stay with us. We are back in just 2 minutes.